What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rob's here. Today I'm joined by Thunderchild once again after he was whooping my ass yesterday.
You won one?
I won one. Actually, let me tell you something before we start this video. I won 2 off camera. Go ahead. Tell the people.
We were testing his. He's like, hey, let me try a new theory on you. And then I was playing test dummy and letting him work me a little bit. But it's,
air quotes.
He can tell the story how he wants to tell it. It's fine.
Hey, if it never gets recorded or there's a picture or there's a video of it, then I guess technically it didn't happen.
But
that's beside the point. Today we're discussing Dragon Ball Super and specifically focused around Gohan, everybody's favorite fuckboy of today. I mean, we've seen Gohan's new design. A lot of people don't like it. Many people don't like it. Most people don't like it. I don't like it. And you can tell that Gohan is taking a different role at the end of Dragon Ball Z, specifically around the Resurrection F era. He's taking a very different goal where he's becoming more of a dad Gohan.
Pretty much the same role he was taking in GT.
Yeah, pretty much. And I mean, he went from being a badass against Cell, being kind of a fuckboy in high school, but then becoming a badass again against Boo, and then now he just completely gave up. But in Resurrection F, I will tell you that he is a badass. He's still a fighter. Even though he stopped training and all that stuff, probably can't even go Mystic anymore. He stopped, training altogether, but he's still a badass. So now the question is what's going to happen in Dragon Ball Super? Like, is Toriyama going to completely write out his character completely, just let him be a dad, or do you think we're going to get a return of him? So, Thundershot, what do you think?
All right, well, the whole Gohan going downhill thing has been something that happened ever since the Buu saga. I mean, he did kind of get revitalized with getting his potential unlocked, but then it happened in GT, which Akira Toriyama was not exactly affiliated with. Like we're hoping he will be during Dragon Ball Super, where he played the dad role, and it's looking like it's going to happen again for Dragon Ball Super. Now, personally, I think what'll happen to Gohan will depend more on... I don't think they're going to bring him back. I don't think Gohan will be like a Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan or whatever. I don't think he's going to be a top guy like Goku or Vegeta. I think they're the direction. And I think this decision was something that was made back right after the Cell Saga. So for those of you who don't know, the Cell Saga had set Gohan up perfectly to become the new hero of Earth. He was going to take Goku's place. There was some fan feedback, and on top of that, Akira Toriyama decided he didn't think with Gohan's personality and his attitude and the way he was, he didn't think Gohan could actually take the reins. That's why the Buu Saga was a big clusterfuck of the kids, kind of Gohan, and then Goku ultimately being the Super Saiyan 3, and then Vegito and all that fusion stuff. That's why the Buu Saga was a clusterfuck. It's because it was supposed to be Gohan taking over, and then Toriyama decided against that. And I personally think he's going to stick with that for Dragon Ball Super. Hopefully, Gohan won't get thrown to the wayside and just play a useless dad. But what I'm hoping, and this will influence Gohan, but what I'm hoping for Dragon Ball Super is that as a whole, everybody comes off a little bit stronger. Everybody fights more. I'm talking like Roshi, Krillin, Tien, Yamcha, all the old school fighters. If they all get a lot more involved than they were near the end of Z, or they're almost certainly more than GT. But if they don't have to become stronger, but there needs to be villains that they actually fight on occasion. Where like Goku and Vegeta are busy, we call in the Goon Squad of the old Z fighters. And then if Gohan fights in that, I think that's where he's going to see the most action. If not, my guess is he gets thrown to the wayside.
Honestly, I think you're absolutely right and pretty much said everything I was going to say. I mean, what I see happening with Gohan is he'll ultimately become the scientist that he's supposed to be. Because in Dragon Ball Online, he becomes basically a scientist, and Toriyama kind of had a huge hand in Dragon Ball Online's like story after Dragon Ball Z ends, and he basically becomes this like scientist, researcher, or something. And I feel like that's going to be kind of his goal. He's going to be like the next Bulma, where he just becomes this smart dude that basically cures the world of whatever he's researching.
I can get on board with a Bulma that kicks ass.
Yeah. I don't mind that.
If that's what he turns into.
I do want to see him fighting a couple times. I want to see a couple of those trigger moments that we saw with Gohan. When he was fighting like against Frieza and stuff, and kicked his ass, definitely killing Cell. Like I want to see some trigger moments that bring back the angry Gohan. But at the same time, I don't have much hopes for it. I just feel like he's just gonna be that character that gets written out because he's gonna be a father, and then that's what happens, folks. When you get a kid, you stop fighting.
Unless you're Goku. First, the Goku just ignored his kid and just kept fighting. Just kept fighting. It was just.
Yeah, he balanced. Goku was, I'm out. I gotta go.
Now, I need to be clear on one thing. My opinion is not that should happen. Gohan is my favorite character in the series, particularly Teen Gohan. I wish they hadn't made him a bitch for the Buu Saga. I wish he would have kept fighting and been the hero for the Buu Saga. That was not the case. But with the way that the end of the Buu Saga went, with the way the Battle of Gods was, Fukatsu no F, that's where they're going with Gohan, and there's not a lot I can do about it. So my only hope is that, once again, all the Z fighters can get back into more action. And the show was not solely centered around the strongest two people, which right now I guess that would be Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah, I definitely want to see everybody have their own kind of focus. Like Goku and Vegeta will obviously be like the fighters. Gohan's gonna be the researcher. Jacko will be like the comic relief. Like I want everybody to have that kind of focus that makes them them, not just forget characters like Toriyama's been famous for doing. So,
Actually forgetting characters.
Like actually forgetting characters. Launch didn't exist in Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, so that was a quick little fun discussion that Thundershot and I wanted to do. So let us know your thoughts in Gohan. What do you want to see in Gohan? Do you want to see, specific things? Let us know in the comment section below, and we'll just have our Dragon Ball Z discussion like we always do and all that good stuff.
Is there anybody you would like to see come up and rise up who maybe was good once before, maybe has an opportunity to be good? Are you looking at the kids? Are you looking at maybe Goten or Trunks? Would you like to see one of them shine? You think maybe if Pan is born, I haven't seen Cosmo, I don't know if she shows up there now, but if Pan is born or whatever, or male Pan, because that's a possibility, I guess. Do you want to see that thing grow up and be super kick-ass as a child? Just let us know in the comment section down below.
Yeah, actually, that's a good video. We should probably do something about that sometime.
I think Kagi has a prediction video on that. I need to watch it.
Oh, he did do Pan the other day. Yeah, check out Kagi's video.
Kagi did Pan. You heard it here first.
I want to see Jacko, actually. I want Jacko to have a really good role because he was hilarious in Fugatsu no F. But we'll see.
I'll find out.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, leave a like right below if you enjoyed today's discussion. If you're hyped for Dragon Ball Super, check out Thundershot, linked in the description below, and vice versa. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, that'll do it.
Sweet. All right, folks. My name's Thundershot.
And I'm Rhyme Style.
And we'll see you guys in the comment section below.
Peace.